Alright, we've got a bit of a different video today. It looks like I'm in front of a green screen, but no, this is definitely not a green screen, this is real. There's only one thing that's stopping us from achieving the life we want to achieve, to do all the great things we want to do, and that's fear. Some may think it's lack of motivation, being lazy, being untalented, or not being smart enough, but yes, that's part of the equation, but the underlying reason is fear. You didn't walk up and talk to that cute girl or boy because of the fear of rejection. You didn't start that new business because of the fear of failure. You didn't start your YouTube channel because of the fear of judgment. And there's always these fears in the back of the mind that stop you from doing the thing that you want to do and basically making your life what you want it to be. So I'm no expert at this is just my opinion, but I've faced so much fear. I've faced so much fear in my life, and there's no way to fully overcome fear. Fear will always be there, but there are ways to reduce the fear so that you can actually take action on those things you want to do and achieve what you want to achieve. You just have to overcome that fear, and I'm going to give you a very practical way to overcome that fear. But first, let me just give you an example.
Love me when love me when love me when love me.
Alright, so now that I've shown you around a little bit, I'll give you an example of how fear has impacted my life and how I've overcome it. When I first finished university, I was moving to a new city and I really needed a job. I just needed a job, and I got a good job in sales. Now, I had been in retail sales before, but I hadn't been in phone sales, and I was scared. I was scared to make calls. I was scared of rejection. I was scared of failure. I was scared of judgment. I was scared of everything. And the first call I ever made, I was shaking. You could hear it in my voice that I was scared, and the person on the other line would have been thinking, what is this guy doing? That call went really bad. That's the truth of it. But each call after that was pretty bad, but it wasn't as bad as the first one or the last one I'd made. Each day as I made more and more calls, the fear reduced. It didn't completely go away. It was still there, but it was completely reduced. And if you address your fear every single day, you will slowly diminish that fear until it no longer has an impact or has control over your life. But if you go days without addressing your fear, that fear will build up again. There was a period of time where the situation with COVID, where I didn't have to make phone calls for about a month. So I wasn't addressing my fear every day. And the simple truth of that meant that it built up, and when I had to make calls, it was hard again, it was fearful. But again, I plowed through, and each call you make, the fear just slowly reduces. But you have to do something you're scared of every day. You have to address that fear every day for it to diminish. So what I'm about to say goes without saying, but if you're afraid of something, if you're afraid of asking someone out, if you're afraid of starting that new business, you have to dip your toes in the water. You just have to get in there, and you just have to plow through, and you have to understand that the fear will be there. The good news is that as you move through, as you push through, you ask more people out, you start that business, you move through that process, the fear will diminish. I promise you, the fear will slowly go away. So at the end of the day, it's not being lazy, it's not being smart enough, it's not being talented. You can change all of those things. You can change all of those things. I think at the end of the day, it's fear. Fear is what holds us back. Deep down, we're afraid that we're going to disappoint someone. We're afraid we're going to be rejected. We're afraid we're going to fail and people will judge us. Everyone has those fears, and it's a load of bullshit. You just have to overcome them by practicing and addressing your fear every day. Basically do something you're afraid of every single day to overcome your fear. Alright, that's another video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, leave a like. If you like videos like this in general, consider subscribing. And I just wanted to say thank you so much for sticking around and watching my video. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one.